South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace sits on the House Oversight Committee and joins us now. Congresswoman Mace, you and 123 of your Republican colleagues sent this letter to the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. You can see that I've marked this up here because there's a lot in it. One of the things you say is that you are writing to, quote, express our outrage at the activities that you have undertaken as Speaker in the manner of Congresswoman Marianette Miller-Meeks. She won in a certified election by 6 votes, and now the Speaker is considering unseating her. What do you say?
I say that Nancy Pelosi's hypocrisy knows no bounds. What we're seeing today, you see Rita Hart trying to get D.C. politicians to elect her because the Iowa voters just didn't. And, you know, the hypocrisy here, you see Nancy Pelosi saying that there's no voter fraud that exists, yet there was voter fraud, so we've got to overturn the results of this election. And I hate politics. I'm in politics because I hate it. I hate it because of hypocrisy, and that's what we're seeing today.
Right. So what she is doing is Hart complain. They went through the whole process. Marianette Miller-Meeks was certified the winner. It was very, very close, 6 votes. But Hart is claiming that there were 22 votes that were not counted. She did not go to court about this. Instead, she went to the House. 107 times since 1933 that has happened, but only 3 times it's been overturned, and only once since 1969. So this is some pretty significant action that the Speaker is considering here.
Significant and unprecedented. When you talk about a legally certified election, the votes in Marianette Miller-Meeks' race were counted, recounted, and in some instances were recounted for a 3rd time again. And so, as you mentioned, Rita Hart didn't go through the court system. That would be the place to adjudicate any propensity or any potential voter fraud. She refused to do that. She went straight to D.C., to the Democrats in D.C., to overturn a legally certified election. And if we're going to have voting system standards, we've got to have it across the board. It shouldn't be, well, Nancy Pelosi's in power and she wants to have more power. This is a power grab by Nancy Pelosi and D.C. Democrats. Yeah,
to that point, in the letter that you and your colleagues sent to Nancy Pelosi, you wrote, quote, "This is not about what the American people want. This is about what you want." Now, there are even some Democrats who are warning, look, you know, you might get the short-term victory here. You might pick up a seat, but you could have some real problems in November if people get ticked off by what they see here.
Right. And I can tell you the American people hate hypocrisy just like you and I do. And it's not just this hypocrisy on this particular election. I think we're going to have a lot to talk about in 2 years. Right next, you know, the Biden administration is going to raise taxes on hardworking American people. I think we're going to have a lot to work with in 2 years. And this is troublesome. There have been several Democrats, too, who've spoken out against overturning the results of a legally certified election in Iowa. You had Congressman Pappas out of New Hampshire being one of those, and he's not the only one.
Yeah. Congresswoman Nancy Mace, it's always good to get your take on things. Thanks for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Thank you.